Very good morning, everybody. My name is Deblina Chakraborty, and here with me we have Ashraf Engineer, a professor of mine and also principal consultant at Pitchfork Partners. Ashraf sir taught me brand communications and PR campaigns at Xavier Institute of Communication, and I feel this is a very unique podcast because I have never seen a professor and a student collaborate on a podcast before. And with the lockdown not fully lifted and placements yet to be rolled out, I thought of making this video with him so that we could speak about today from the perspective of a student as well as a professor what brand and contextual messaging is. Ashraf sir, over to you.
Hi everyone. It's a first for me too, Deblina, and it was quite fun putting this together. More so because it's about something that's very relevant at this time for brand communicators, contextual marketing. Contextual marketing is a form of targeted marketing that curates the messaging in accordance with the current world, national or local scenarios, or simply in keeping with the context of the content the consumer is viewing. Brands are increasingly focusing on content rather than product to engage audiences in more ways than just the product can. This content contextually ropes in the brand, product, or service offering to make it relevant.
Yeah, contextual marketing could also be through messaging and placement in a manner conducive to the brand. But why is it important? Like, I feel firstly in this day and age of ad blockers, unsubscribe options, brands really need to cut out on the irrelevant. Brands may not just lose potential customers, but also lose the ones existing currently if their content is irrelevant. Another reason I feel is the audience's dwindling attention spans, down to an estimated of 7 to 8 seconds per message. So if the ad or message is irrelevant or non-contextual, it doesn't grab attention in that short period of time. Thus, I feel hurling the brand out of customer consciousness. So contextual messaging not only does all of this, but also increases engagement, trust, retention, equity, loyalty, and all of the other things.
Absolutely. Deblina, in a cluttered marketplace, the best way for brands to get noticed is to stay relevant to topics that their consumers are discussing or even circumstantially living. Context and relevance becomes even more important now that people are closely monitoring brands and engaging digitally given the lockdown.
So the campaigns that we're going to talk about will essentially highlight the relevance of contextual marketing. The context here being the coronavirus pandemic. While all the brands play on the negatives or the warnings, brands that play on hope, positivity, and making something happen win, as emotional connectivity, I feel, is very high during this time. So let's discuss the first campaign, sir. The first campaign is with IKEA, IKEA's stay-at-home campaign. This campaign highlights how we are so disconnected from our homes during normal times. This lockdown, therefore, is our chance to reconnect with our homes and our loved ones. Staying in means a lot of time with home furniture. Thus, the message crafted around your home speaking to you. It makes sense to promote home furniture subtly in the global context of the pandemic. What do you think, sir?
I think IKEA nailed it. It's an emotional message about reconnecting. So it was an important message. And I think it went perfectly well with the brand's offerings of home decor and furniture.
Okay, so let's talk about the second campaign. So the second campaign is the work done by brands like big brands like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Audi, Volkswagen, and Mercedes. So these brands focused on social distancing by using their logos, which I think is a very unique thing to do. So their logos were played around with to say something relevant.
Yeah, this approach shows that innovation is possible across categories. These are iconic logos, don't forget, with huge recall. So tinkering with them instantly caught attention and it created great visual and more importantly, I think lasting impact.
Absolutely, sir. Very agreed. So let's next discuss Nike's campaign. Nike is very famous for coming up with these campaigns which go viral, and so did Nike's Play Inside, Play for the World campaign. So Nike realized that with sports and outdoor activities coming to a grinding halt, it would have to leverage the Nike Training Club app. The app has workout sessions for all ages, body types, indulgence levels. It monitors activities, engages the user in activities and events around them. You can also shop on the app. Nike basically, what they did was brought the brand home to every person through the app. Nike also made its premium membership to the app free to US citizens until the end of the lockdown. Also, the app emphasized on fitness, sports, well-being. The brand tapped into the sports fans' team spirits under the Play Inside umbrella, and it was in fact shared by a lot of sports persons.
If you're a sports person or if you are an avid follower of sports, you know what I mean when I say there's a spirit that drives you as an individual and for the team that you support. Nike contextualized it to make the world the team. So each individual was urged to play for the world team by staying in and using the NTC app.
Nike also came up with the Never Too Far Down campaign, through which everyone was told that it was all about coming back up when everything was lost. This was very positive messaging amidst all the negative or the precautionary messaging. Because this lockdown has seen people lose lives, jobs, face all sorts of adversities, Nike tapped it to talk about how nothing can stop us from coming back up by showing a video of sportspersons at their most vulnerable moments, fighting with all that they have left and emerging winners.
Deblina, mental health has become a leading topic of discussion during the lockdown, and Nike just seized the moment. The timing was important because as lockdowns are being lifted, people are getting back up, trying to achieve their full potential, and the campaign is a winner because amidst all the negativity, it is giving people hope, the determination to do well. Nike has done this consistently over time. It's no wonder it's one of my favorite brands.
I'm sure a lot of us agree with you, sir. So let's talk about our one last campaign that we have at hand. And it's a very interesting campaign, according to me. The Faroe Islands virtual tourism campaign. So the Faroe Islands, for the benefit of people who do not know about it, are a small group of islands which are the north of the United Kingdom. So with the tourism industry struggling to stay afloat, the Faroe Islands brought tourism to people's homes. They understood that technology could be used to bridge the gap. So each participant would have a volunteer who would perform activities virtually for the person to sit at home and watch. The participant controlled the volunteer's action, even deciding which way the volunteer walked. They also have live Instagram and Facebook sessions where people can watch, ask questions. So basically, they made tourism virtually available at home.
The Faroe Islands Tourism Department came up with the remote tourism idea at a time when the world was locked up, so to speak. It capitalized on the idea that the world was missing out on travel. And remote tourism not only keeps the industry relevant, it highlights the islands such that they can be leveraged when tourism actually does pick up again. This is very important. I think a lot of brands are not just trying to make the most of now, they're trying to invest now so that when things get normal, they are best placed to cash in.
Absolutely, sir. Very agreed. So basically, these are some of the campaigns that caught our eye. We believe that they're super plugging into what people are thinking about today. This makes them stand out and gives them a voice that matters.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Deblina. It's very interesting to see how brands are tweaking their messaging for this time. The genius of all these campaigns lies in the simplicity of the ideas and how effectively they conveyed what they had to.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time for this video. It was wonderful putting it together with you. And thank you so much to you all for watching this video. Do post your feedback in the comment section. Give us a thumbs up and share if you like the video.
Thanks so much. Thanks, Deblina. Thanks, everyone.